You can look at Chase, U.S. Bank, Wells Fargo. And what you see, they've shut down locations for the last 15 years, but they bankrupt the locations. They write off in their taxes. See, when companies screw up, they get a tax credit. When consumers screw up, they bring the pain home. And they usually go boo hoo hoo. As Sam's Club plays the game, cities play the game. So when I wrote Winning the Game of Business 44 years ago, because to me it's a game. I started to play when I was 9.5 years old, and I like to win. You watch literally cities follow those bankruptcies, but they're still in business. I want you to make sure you understand the pattern of three, what I also call the reference of three. Number one, stop bringing the pain home. Number two, become a certified CFO. Not just a title, a real certified CFO. From there, program your brain into millionaire. So let's talk about Mr. Buffett this week. Why? He's got 100 plus companies. He plays the game. He leverages everything. He has his favorite 10 from anywhere from ketchup to Geico to Coca-Cola, American Express, Duracell, Dairy Queen, See's Candy. See, he plays the game and he uses leverages to get every business he does. See, borrow money is not taxable. You might want to write that down. Let's understand something. My question to you is, why do you bring the pain home? All right, and why don't you know how to play? I know some of you have a corporation. All right, you're sitting there going, you're not doing diddly squat. Sorry, you call here all the time. It's like, I got a corporation, I'm all that. If you're not driving $1 million car, living on the hill, and if somebody sues you, they get diddly squat, you don't know what you're doing today. You get to learn to play. So let's see how Mr. Buffett's, one of his companies, decided to play. Several weeks ago in California, they shut down all 38 offices, all of them. That means they're going to shut them down. That's all those leases, employees. They laid out thousands of people. What are they going to do? You see, whoever made the decision is going to write it off in their taxes. They don't lose like you and me. So the bottom line is that diagram is going to change your life. So you got a choice today. So let's write down the 14th Amendment of the Constitution, something you should have used 153 years ago, by the way. July 9th, 1869. Corporation's a legal person. So I want you to think of something today. Every day I work on a thought. Ever since I was 4, God feeds me information every day. But I listen to that voice inside of me. The thought of the day is very simple. All right, let's think for you. Do you want to own it, or do you want to control it? Write it down. I want you to understand something. Do you want to own it or control it? All right. And I have 5 kids, 5 daughters, and we know the answer of a woman would be, I want to own it and control it. That's okay. Don't be offended. From there, a man goes, I want to own it. It's all mine. I'm all that in a bag of chips. Reality is, this is a cell phone. When I got this cell phone, or it's a company cell phone, the company paid tax. If I leave this to my children in irrevocable trust or some type of trust, they receive it. Now they're taxed on what I worked my tail off for, and they have to pay tax on something I wanted to give them. So I want you to think of something. I'm an innovator. I create things that don't exist, like the division process in 1985. So do you want to own it, or do you want to control it? I want you to think about that. You see, in our irrevocable trust, I'm going to leave less than $1 million to the family. Everything else above that stays into the corporation. My children are the officers. So they're going to become one thing, all right? And they're not going to inherit anything. They're going to become the puppet masters. They're going to get their magic wand. When you transfer an asset to a person from a trust, you have to pay tax, or you set up that person to pay tax. I think that's kind of silly and dumb. So the biggest problem you have reaching your goal probably is you. You might have to get out of your own way starting today. So the bottom line is, we're going to give you that way. What? There's 1,000 steps. That's all it is. I created the rules and tools, all right, when I was 9.5 to get my first $119,000 of credit, my first million at 14.5, and double billion at 26 through corporate structure. There's only 1,000 rules, all 1,000 steps. So you can follow through if you want to, or you can still keep doing what you're doing. You've been looking all your life. Come on, you're 30, 40, 50, 60 years old, and you don't know diddly squat. Sorry to say, it's true. You don't know how to play. You don't know how to go get it. You wasted time. You wasted basically thousands of dollars doing it the wrong way. Let's do it my way from now on, okay? All right, invite your friends and family too. Now, I'm going to give you 100% to 13 times your money back through personal business credit. So I want to rebuild your life, everything you think about doing. Now, some clients, you ever heard of them before? Mr. Clinton, Fishborn, and Mama? From there, we got choices. How about Arnold? How about Superman for Gold's Gym? How about Sly? How about Magic Johnson? How about on and on? Here's a college professor too. You see, I'm known as the Incorporated for Rich and Famous People. But my homeless program, I get people who quit living in their cars. All right, kids coming to college. Giovanni from Pixar, $1.6 million. Real estate too. Oh, $1.9 million, $1.2 million in 9 months. So not only am I the Incorporated for Rich and Famous People, Godfather credit, all the silly things, I have 22 millionaire clients and 20 billionaires because you can learn to play. Now, even the people coming out of prison today. Here's Freeway Ricky Ross. Come on down. The price is right. You got up to $4 million of credit after being in prison for 20 years within 6 months. Thomas in prison for 26 years. Within 5 months, $1 million business. Now. See, the goal is simple. You probably had that kitchen table meeting. You sit with whoever your partner of life is. You go, we're going to start a business. That's right. What are we going to do? We're going to hawk the house and jack up the credit cards. Well, that's what you did. You did it all wrong. Congratulations. I'll teach you how to play instead, okay? The first thing is never bring the pain home, ever. Write down today's date, project 90 working days. Just more goodies I obtain. You want your goodies too? So the bottom line is when the third quarter starts, that's countdown. I don't control time, neither do you. Starting tomorrow, you're going to get up earlier, 1 to 2 hours a day. That's an assignment for you. Third quarter starts, guess what happens? Countdown. You have less than 129 days. That's all you got to get your 750 corporation and divisions now. Foundation is the key to everything. But if you don't follow through, that's up to you. I mean, come on. Some of you have a corporation before you met me. And what are you doing? Receiving some money the wrong way, going beep, beep, beep. That's about it. Let's understand something today. We're going to get some cash credit cards for the corporation. That's free money. You get to write off the interest rate in the credit card. And I get you up to $1 million. Fun. Oh, by the way, come January, we get checkbook money. Checkbook money up to $5.4 million. Yeah. Now, it seems easy. It's not. You're going to work your tail off. See, my journey began with me being born in a taxi. She didn't want me. She threw me away. I got to be with Mrs. Hope. Oh, what a good name to have. Too bad she used and abused me too. So the reality is you got choices today. This is where your journey begins. So let's understand something. I've been doing my mirror test since I was 2.5 years old. Every morning I wake up at 2:25. Since I was 2.5, I drop to my knees, say, thank you, Jesus, for yesterday, today, tomorrow. And then I go look in the mirror. See, I didn't get a mommy and a daddy, a real one like you did probably. And I had to be responsible for me. So I asked myself 2 questions. All right, have I completed everything I need to? Is there more to be done? See, you tend to go to your friends and family and you want to ask them, what do you think? What's your opinion? Well, A, they haven't made millions and billions, and half of them probably ripped you off before too. And you're asking the wrong people, by the way. But if you want to cloud your direction, keep asking the wrong people. All right, you're never going to get there then. Your choice is simple. Mrs. Hope, what a great name. All right, for the rich and famous Hope family. She dropped me off right down to Beach Pier every morning at 6:30 from the age of 3 to 9.5. All right, then she stuck me in the garbage can and fed me the food and used it to abuse me too. That kind of sucks. But you know what? I'm roaming the streets at 4. See, I'm the example for God for you because he allowed me to go through everything all of you did together. So at 4, I walked by the Baptist church in Redondo Beach. Nice lady. She hands me a book. She says, "It's got all the answers you're ever going to need, young man." I said, "Thank you, please. No problem." As I walked away, I wanted to throw the book in the trash. I wanted to rip it up. I wanted to just kick it. I wanted to just scream my head off. Because I think, and I'm looking at the book and I open and I go, come on. There's a real God. I'm being used and abused. I'm being out of a trash can. I get a mommy and a daddy. Okay, and I'm roaming the streets. If there's a real God, please answer my prayers. From that day, honest to God, everything I touch turns to gold. Gold. See, you can see it, believe it, go get it. It's faith and persistence. But again, then I became the janitor for the karate studio when they yelled at me when I was 4. From there, the Miss Papelka, Mrs. Goodwin, I'll never forget these 2 teachers while I'm living in that house being used and abused. One says, why are you wearing those same pants, young man, for 3 months? She said it for the whole school. Wasn't that nice? And then the other one accused me of cheating because I could do math in my head. So I learned to read at 2.5 years old. Then the other thing is that I was retarded because I wrote with both hands and talk at the same time. But I'm writing 2 different things. And they go, what? Oh, well, too bad. See, we all got a sad story. I first comb I had, I was 5.5. I was crippled at 5.5 years old, told I'm never going to walk. But the voice inside said, get up, and I got up. Last comb, I got to die. I was working for GG&Y, and this one in Torrance. I had to stay after school to do something. And the reality is I'm glad I did because it killed everybody in the GG&Y I worked at. If I worked that day, they would have killed me. See, God's been saving my life since the day I was born. July 4, 2009. My wife says, let's take one of the yachts in the backyard, where you park yours, by the way, and let's take a group of people. Or some fireworks. No problem. Sounds good. So as it sounds good, what do? Simple. All right. The next day, this is me in a coma. Did you know hospitals take pictures? All right. Did you know when the time of death is, they record that to the state, federal government before they tell anybody? So I'm laying there in a coma. I hear someone trick my wife to sign a POA. I hear the nurse ask my wife if I'm a donor. It'll rip by my heart and take it away. So the bottom line is, literally, Jesus gave me a choice to stay in peace or go back. That's the goal. You see, I've been shot twice, knifed 6 times, and I'm still here. No excuses for you. Get up tomorrow an hour earlier. Find your me time. All right, because I've been through it all, and all you can put together. Guess what? We can make it. We can see it, believe it, go get it. My wife said after the last coma, she asked me a question. Could you reach out to your family? Maybe now they'd want to help you. By the way, there's my great grandma. She was in the newspaper. I found out she's the founder of Randall Farms. It's Nancy Randall. All right. The bottom line, she threw me away too. That sucks. Then I found out my grandfather's Richard Bishop won the Olympics in 1932. No wonder I can kick, okay? And on top of that, they called him Coach Bishop in Los Angeles. All right, from there, I looked at my mom and my daddy. I got a restraining order. I'm not allowed to tell who they are. I was going to say shitheads, but what can I say? I can't say that out loud, right? So one thing I pray every day, why? Why, God, am I here? At the end of the day, my purpose is to help you. The knowledge he's entrusted me with. You might just want to get a pen and paper and write down, let's begin. Now, every time you get upset or pissed off, somebody cut you off at the freeway, whatever, stop, pray. I want you to take that internal stopwatch. See, if you come back to prayer, all right, it stops all the craziness. You close your eyes for a minute or two, and it recalculates your brain. Now you're in peace. Because this world sometimes is hell. It's not easy to deal with. Now, I got 38 books ready to be published when I find a publisher. All right, because I got knocked down. I've been rebuilding myself for 13 years, millions and billions. I wrote a book. One of them is called Jesus is Not a Drive-Thru. You see, being a Christian's a way of life, not a moment in time. As I told Joe, you can't say that because I own that. From there, all right, our new book coming out. So please don't believe because you were born wherever you were, all right, you're stuck. All right, it's your surroundings. No, it's in your brain. See it, believe it, go get it. People all the time from different countries, poor countries, come here and make millions and billions. And you sit there going, because you don't know what you're doing. You got to learn to play. But again, that's what I'm about today. So let's get you past go. Let's show you the Lamborghinis, the Duffys, the mansions, and how I broke the record for the highest kick on the planet in 1981. By the way, white men do jump, just stupid people say we don't. All right, you got stupid people in your life too that holding you back, giving their opinion, going blah, blah, blah. I don't listen to the dummies around me. If I did that, it'd be basically nobody. I don't like having nothing. I like having goodies, race boats in the backyard, helicopters, U-Docks, yachts, and I like Ferraris too. See, under a corporation, you get to write it all off. Isn't that fun? But again, it's up to you. Ray's rules, write that down. Today, we're going to learn the reference of 3. Never bring the pain home, become a CFO, and reprogram you into a millionaire. Is that okay? But you got a choice to do that today if you want to. Now, when it comes to rebuilding your credit, you can do it yourself if you want to. Ray Reynolds, the Credit Hour. How can I help you? So what have you been doing for 5 years then? Okay. So you tried LexingtonLawnCreditRepair.com. Did you know they're the same company? You didn't know that? Yeah. You were paying them both, think you get into double thing the job, and you still have what? Well, you said it, not me. You said you have shitty credit. Okay. And it's a 586. Okay. So how much are you being stolen every month? $129 a month. How many years now? 5 years. You have wasted thousands of dollars. Do you know to rebuild someone's credit, it's about 90 working days, maybe 6 months at the most, but usually you have to do something on your part. All right. So again, what I would do is file a federal complaint, Federal Trade Commission, and basically file it against them. They have 4 government agencies chasing them anyway. It's on the BBB, but they're no better because they got indicted too in 2013. They're a scam too. So the reality is very simple. So then go to your bank, see if you can reverse things. Okay. All right. So you tried LifeLock. Why would you do that? Well, Mark started LifeLock years ago. He was a crook. Did you know LifeLock's been indicted 6 times? The last time was $100 million. Get your money back because you're being ripped off there too. Okay. All right. Have a blessed day. So the reality is you can rebuild your credit yourself. Write down Section 611. You can Google it today. Credit repairs are fraud. I didn't say it. The Federal Trade Commission says it every day. And that's what you get to look to do. So credit repair, there's no magic wand. All right. You got to realize you think they're going to get rid of your debt or something. No. Credit rebuilding works as long as you're part of it. That's why they nicknamed me the Godfather of Credit years ago, because I tell you the truth, we work together, we make it happen for both of you. So 25 steps today. Let's give you that. First step, get your credit reports for free. You can go to annualcreditreport.com or raisecredit.com as well. Either way, give me the report numbers. Now, I need you to focus, okay? I need you to get out your Social Security card. See, I don't believe you ever read it front and back and really thought about it. You skimmed over it and you stuck it and put it in your pocket or purse or wallet. So we have to look at something. The SSN equals Social Security number, and that's how you create a 1040 tax return. That's how we become ducks and sheep. So from there, what we have to look at is in most cases, it says doing a laminate and used for ID purposes. All right. By the way, it says Property Assessment Administration on you. That's IRS, by the way. So as we play the game, step 2, never bring the pain home again. Our goal is simple. Experience shows all 3. I like that. Now, the next thing is they have a boost. Please don't do their boost. I mean, I don't understand. Everywhere on the news, people are complaining about robocalls in junk mail. It's like all the dummies did it to themselves. I mean, give me a break. Everybody who does their silly boost and put their bank account there, they sell you on a mailing list, and the credit bureaus are hacked every 6 weeks. I mean, who's dumb enough to do that? Credit Karma, it's free, but they got indicted a little bit too. They're part of it with TransUnion working together. They have no fun to help you, but at least it's, I can see it, you can see it too. Ultimate goal simple. So, and we have to talk about Equifax, can't leave them out. Did you know Equifax, their scoring system was wrong during pandemic? That means everybody got jacked up, all right, or got turned down, which sucks, okay? So the bottom line is if I had the time, I would put Equifax irrevocable bankruptcy. I'd put them out of business, okay, flat out. Or they should at least pay because they jacked up everybody and screwed us all over too. It's bad enough we had to go through a pandemic. And this guy with this little smarty face, years ago, I don't like to just spin kick him in the face, but I'm not allowed to do that. I just said it because he frustrates me. Because on the news, you know what he said? Well, just go back to your creditor and have them reevaluate you. Going back to a creditor to refinance a house, all right, is $18,000. Are you going to pay for it, smarty pants? All right, the problem is we, the consumers, get screwed over all the time. So remember, you got your paycheck years ago. Long time ago, right? You wanted to pay all your bills. But then you looked at your check and said, what's wrong with my check? You forgot they get their cut before you get the leftover. So that's what makes the sheeps and ducks. All right, they got their cut. We all work for the IRS. Did you know that too? But you had another chance. But you didn't pay attention. All of you didn't look behind the curtain. You sat there and watched the life pass you by, going, beep, 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 beep. That's about it. But today we're going to make you look behind the curtain. Did you know you have the 14th Amendment of the Constitution? We, the people, which allows you for 153 years to have a corporation and a tax ID and learn how to play the way I played the game too, because I wrote Winning the Game of Business years ago. So statement of guarantee, that means flat out, I'm going to guarantee what I do. I'm going to put it in writing for you. But that means you have to be part of the program. You have to do what I ask you to do. We're going to do it together. Ah! In other words, we're going to sing Kumbaya. Don't worry, I'm going to do most of the work for you anyway. But again, you got choices. Violation, don't apply. Don't jack it up. Now this page is going to change in front of you. So let's think. Past cannot chase future. You might have to go back to a debtor to negotiate or put in the small claims. You got an IRS problem? Simple. Go to irs.gov, download a form called 656 433 A and B. See, there's a solution for everything. And you brought the pain home because you didn't know how to play it. All right, see, the lack of knowledge is the stupidity of man and woman. You're not stupid. What you did was stupid, but you're not stupid. All right, the bottom line is I'm hoping to challenge you. All right, and maybe I'll piss you off to get off your assets too. Step 3. So let's understand. Rapid Refresh, 36 years ago, working with Ken Yarbrough. I trained him for TRW and Asperian, and Harold Stokes, my mentor. I came with 2 programs to help consumers. One is rapid scoring for mortgage companies. One's called Rapid Refresh. This blocks crap and helps you get basically score up, and away to create green lights. There's 157 points this morning. Now let's understand. A rapid blocks bad credit, pushes scores up, and away. You do your part, and I can guarantee you 750 every time. Nice lady, but she's got a 651 for 4 years. Why? Man, why are you only using half of your credit cards? My attorney and my banker told me to. Ma'am, you're listening to Dumb and Dumber. You have no green lights. I can't get you corporate credit because you're not doing what needs to be done. Rapid rescore, 132 points. Look at over here, green lights. Wow, what a concept. You see, you've been listening to your friend, your family, the banker, the candlestick maker, and all the blah, blah, blah. There are rules and tools that I developed years ago, flat out, and that's how the system was started in a lot of ways. So you have a choice, because I'm going to tell you the truth. All right? Couple files bankruptcy. Bankruptcy attorney says you can't get credit for 10 years. Another dummy, so I do it right away. Late on their car payment, right away. See, we're late. Look at this mess. Still give them $3,000 to build them up too. So a 750 score, I can guarantee every one of you, but you have to be part of the program. You have to do your part. Can you listen? Can you do that too? So you get a specialist to hold your hand. They're going to sing Kumbaya, 800-510-3338. They walk you through the program and all the pieces need to be done to get to my classes and get stuck with me. Isn't that fun? If we rebuild your credit and do a rapid rescore, we're going to guarantee and put you some classes on Saturday too. All right. And on top of that, we're going to give it away at $499, which is what the average person wastes in a given month. I'm also going to get you a $500 cash card back to you. I want you to reimburse yourself. Is that okay? To never bring the pain home again? Take a picture of Zelle. Mike Kennedy created Zelle. Zelle, Ray Reynolds, that's me. RayResCredit.com. Bank transfer, wire deposit. BFA. I like them. So if a specialist, if your client doesn't reach out to you every week or two, you get on that phone and you put them in check. You put them in check every day. You give me referrals, you get up to $1,000. Simple. So let's understand, 800-536-3216. People call or make comments and write all the time too. We can have fun. But again, I'm online 6 days a week. All right. And basically, it's the overview and it's always live. Now, I need you to do something. Can you call 888-567-8688? See, that's the only way you're going to get off the national mailing list and slow down the robocalls and get rid of your junk mail. because you did it to yourself. Why don't you opt out for a lifetime, please? All right, step number 4. Now, we have to plan the problem. What does this mean? If you plan the problem, all right, you're going to be prepared better. In other words, you probably got knocked down. Someone ripped you off, maybe a friend and family member. You spent $10,000 trying to figure out something that didn't work. But then we're going to teach you how to play by the rules and tools. So every credit card in your personal wallet, I'd like you to put a sticky in it. Write down the limit. Write down and maintain 25% always, never past 29%. By the way, that's the line of defense. So we have some choices. So let's understand today, every dashboard out there says green lights are 0 to 29%. Yellow's 30, 50's red. So by learning the rules and tools and how to play, I can teach you how to win starting today, and I can do most of the work for you anyway, start number 5. So basically what happens in most people, they lose a job, have an emergency, they all do the same silly thing. They run out of time, they run out of money, then they go jack up their personal credit cards. I don't understand. I'm sorry. Anybody who jacks up their credit cards and gets stuck, they're setting themselves to fail and fall. If you're going to screw up anything from now on, you don't have the intent, screw up a division, because you can get them, they're a dime a dozen. So the reality is simple. Let's pretend you needed $5,000 now. Sounds great. Go ask your friends, your family, the bank. They all say no. Here's a $5,000 card in my hand. I max it out today, payment's $50 a month. You see, the average people, probably you, spend $50 every other day and kind of waste it away. They also say you waste $140 a week. So let's think about this. These are $50,000 cards. If I max them out today, the payment is $612.26, the amount of the average person kind of wastes in a given month. Bottom line, I can buy 2 pizza restaurants with a drive-thru during a pandemic, using some common sense, step number 6. So as we play. So let's think about something today, okay? Reaching your goal, reaching your dream. All right, I'm going to believe in God, and I'm going to believe in me. Because when I broke that record for the highest kick on the planet in 1981, I was kicking the door jam at 10. When I kicked the basketball hoop, they couldn't believe a white man can jump. Remember, anybody who says white man can't jump is a ding-dong or a stupid person, since I hold the record. So understand today, it's up to you. So let's write down Nixon took the gold standard out. Because there's a lot you got to learn about that too, and you didn't pay attention. We have to write down Ray's rules today. I want you to write down 100,000. I want you to use 29%. I want you to have 71,000 of safety credit. So if you have blankets, the fan, lost your job, pandemic, you're prepared. That's personal. But the biggest problem that people do, maybe you, maybe all of you, you took personal credit, which you can't write up diddly squat, all right, and you jacked it up, got stuck, couldn't get any more. You actually took taxable income, your paycheck, because you got the leftover and used that and abused it too. Why didn't you just take and build corporate credit and be a CFO? So if you lose, you write it off. You win, you get to absorb the taxation. I don't understand. Please, my wife reminds me every day, people don't think like me. Well, why not? Why the heck would people want to bring the damn pain home? How dumb can that be? Ray's rules. Never bring that pain home. That's all I had as a kid. So I have to read my 10 or 15 books at a time always since I was a little boy. Step 7, you got a choice. Become a certified CFO. There's me. There's the yacht. There's the backyard. Google the address. See, I'm factually verifiable. God's delays aren't God's denials. Simple. Fall off, get back on. Every race, there's a winner or loser. I don't like losing. So let's write down a corporation's a legal person, chapter 18 right in front of you. Let's understand something. And I'm going to talk about the great things that California is doing for people today. No matter if you're in another state too. A corporation's a legal person. It may sue or be sued. I went to the library here and there when I was 7.5. I wanted the book next to the Torrance Police Department. Give me the rules and tools. I'm going to go follow through. Didn't exist, still doesn't exist as it's through me. So the bottom line is you got some choices today. The choices are very simple. You can learn how to play the game, and that's the ultimate goal. So what happens is this. You probably have, some of you have a corporation. I'm sorry, you've had to spend thousands for a piece of paper that's free, and you're sitting there going, beep, 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 beep. It's okay. I want to hold your hand. Since I started this when I was 7.5, by the time I was 9.5 years old, I started Helping Hand Industries. I sent away my little money order with the Secretary of State of California. I got $119,000 of credit cards in the mail. I got named the movie Dave. Isn't that fun? So let's go back. You, me, we're sheep. We follow. You know, sheep are the dumbest animals on the planet, or one of them. We're not dumb. And we're not ducks. We'd have to, duck before we get sued. Then we're kind of screwed. You get one SSN. That's all we get. That's all the chance you get. That's why 9 out of 10 people have bad credit have to rebuild it. Corporation is a tax ID. Oh, goody. But when they sue the corp, they sue you. That's no damn fun. So I created the concept of divisions in 85. Every division gets a tax ID. Now I got my line of defense. So if you ever screw up anything in the future, it should be a division, not the corp, not you, right? Just don't have the intent to screw up. Is it okay with you? You can do this right. Now let's watch. If we look at the SS4 form, you can all Google one and get a free one today. Application Employee Identification Number. Legal name of entity or individual person. So I can get a tax ID for a corporation, a division, a subsidiary, and I can also get one for you. What a concept. As an affiliate, I get to build cash credit reports, which you can't do on yourself. We could have fun if you want to. But again, then you become a real CFO. So divisions are your line of defense, so you don't jack anything up and you never get stuck again. There's the ultimate goal. So as we play the game, we go back to that SSN, and remember it's an SS5 form. That's right. You signed an SS5 form, or your mommy did at the hospital, to get you an SSN for it, so that you personally to be taxed to the day you die. SS4 is a tax ID. So now understand, tax ID, you pay tax when you're profitable. If you spend all the money, no tax is going to be paid. Why do you think they have yachts and race boats and spaceships and never pay any tax? They know how to play the game. So we could actually use corporate credit, finance the business, all right? And if it loses, we can write off the debt. If we win, we can absorb the taxation too. But what did you do? You took it from the family. Why don't we learn to balance the debt, do it right? Is that okay with you? So let's think. Your personal life needs to be a break-even life of income, and then anything above that is corporation. Because you do the reference of 3, and you balance the debt. And then we build corporate credit. Yeah, all that free money. So the bottom line on rules, don't jack anything up, don't apply for credit during the program. Don't crash your rapid rescore and screw it all up. Because if you do, you got to own the truth, because it will be you that screwed it up, not me. So our choice is simple. Line 10, SS4, banking and credit purposes. It's right in front of you. So we could do both of these simultaneously and make sure we don't bring the pain home. You brought the pain home because of the lack of knowledge. You should have started this right out of high school. And heck, I never went to high school. I got tested at T-Winko Junior High. I was at West Coast College at 14.5. So corporate credit life? Oh, corporation's a legal person. If you allow me to get you 10 cards per each entity, by the way, that's $1 million of cash credit. That's the goal. See, corporate credit's not taxable. And you get to write it all off. But again, that's not legal accounting advice at all. It's learning how to play. Your goal's up to you. Maintain the percentages, please. So divisions and corporations are entitled to cash credit. There's your line of defense so you don't bring the pain home again. But it's up to you. 89 ways to use the division up to $1 million. Now, cats have 9 lives. How many lives would you like? See, they don't bring the pain home like you, because all you had is one SSN. That's no fun. Here's your second chance. Divisions make sure you don't bring the pain home ever again. Third quarter starts. How many days you got left? You have 129 days to get off your assets, not be lazy, be a little crazy, and let's see it, believe it, go get it. And if you don't, that's on you. I got a boot camp coming up September 23rd, 24th, 25th. It's live in person or online, so we can play for 3 days straight too. Now, I want you to write down checkbook money. Checkbook money. If you do what I say this year, January, you're going to be entitled to up to $5.4 million of checkbook money from all the banks and the credit unions too. All right, that's just a line of credit for you. We got to focus on a corp in 3 divisions right now. That's the ultimate goal. So let's understand. I taught them in my level 2 how to take $1,000, reference it by 3, times by 5, and they created 100,000, a million, 9 million, 3, 200,000. So you borrow money's not taxable. Learning how to play. The reference of 3. There we go again too. We could play. Every cash application requires a CFO, by the way. Now, I want you to understand something. Your goal right now should be, how fast can I do what Ray wants me to do so he can pop me some free money called corporate credit and he can write it all off? See, you should never hurt the family in the first place. You might do real estate, franchise, leveraging money, profit sharing. But if you write down the word division, I want you to write down bucket of money. Now, here's the problem. This is what the silly people do. They take their personal credit, they jack it up to start a business, they take their taxable paycheck, all right, you already got taxed, and use that too, and then they get stuck, and then they whine and complain, look at me. But the smart people, they use the corporate credit. See, if I win, I get to write it all off. If I lose, I write it off too. Either way, I get my cake and eat it too. So a corporation's the only way to play. Now, if you retire, that's good. Your bills don't go away right now. Your 401k is going bye-bye, isn't it too? So let's think. Today, I'm offering the Millionaires Founders Kit at a 70% discount. $299, period, not $1,000. I sold it at the Bonaventure for 32 years for $5,000, but that's only during the webinar. By the time I'm done talking, if you didn't do it, you missed the opportunity. It's a zell. So we get to play. And that's the ultimate goal. Now, something's happened. I want you to think, new piece of paper in front of you. I'm creating Ray's private program. I want you to think about something, and I need you to really, this is only for people that are serious and want to be as aggressive as I am. I got computers around me. I'm working them all at the same time. I got to do 10 things at once. So let's understand, California has given away money. They're giving corporations for free. See, I've been telling the world corporations are free flat out. Anyway, you pay a filing fee. Right now, California's waiving the filing fee. See, they're supposed to give anything back more than 35% to the people or where they got the money from the federal government. Here's the way they're going to give it back to themselves. I think that's RICO, isn't it? Oh, well, what do I know? So the reality is this. They have up to $500 billion of free money. Wow. So here's what I want to do. Would you like some free money? I would tell you to do nonprofit. Because once you get the exemption, you go to city, state, and federal government, get more money working in conjunction. This would be that you can make a difference and change the world too. So let's see what's the opportunities for you. So let's think about something today. I don't care where you're at, all right? In other words, if you're in Utah, Texas, Wyoming, I don't care. I would like you to use my address in California. I would like to get you a nonprofit corporation using my address, okay? I would like you to take a nonprofit, which is going to be connected to your corp. I'll say it taxes and have fun, but again, there's no filing fee. Isn't that fun? So you could turn around today with your corporation divisions in any state, even California, connecting the dots. I wrote a book called Connecting the Dots. I wrote one Disconnecting the Dots years ago too. So here's what happens. Your corporation, whatever state it is, will be connected to that nonprofit. Now, why would you want that? Let's see. In my private group, all right, we're going to talk about getting the 1023 exemption, 501c3. So bottom line is, in my private group, this is only for about 5 to 10 people anyway, because that's all it's going to be serious in the first place. The rest of them just, just listen, learn, do little pieces. So these are the aggressive millionaire and billionaires, future ones. It comes with a nonprofit corporation, officers list, tax ID, all right, California address, all right, literally comes with, all right, nonprofit workshop. This workshop is going to be every Tuesday for the next 4 weeks at 2:30 Pacific Standard Time, because you're stuck with me. A copy of the 1023 form, all right, my example how to fill it out too, as we do this. All right, you're going to get the nonprofit book and CD that I wrote years ago, and you're going to get stuck with me guiding you for 4 weeks. Now, it's not cheap. It should be. I was told by Monica it should be $5,000. Well, $2,499 because we're going to get a federal exemption. Once you get that and you're going to get all the goodies, then we're going to go after every city and all the free money they're giving out in the federal government and the state. They have $500 billion. They're giving it out to nonprofits with exemptions. Yeah. So you could play. Now, I also have one coming up on Thursday. This is the real estate program. I want to take people and show them how I got millions and billions of real estate step by step. And this is coming up. It'll be every Thursday at 2:30. Okay. From there, it's going to come with 3 divisions. So every property's in a division anyway, the best way to play. All right. And then the workshop every Thursday, 30 days at 2:30 Pacific Standard Time. So it's $24.99 as well. So you pick which one you want to do or do them both. See, here's the thing today. You ought to stand up and put your arms out. Why? Because you allowed yourself to be a duck. When they sue you, you got a duck. Okay? Next thing is you've been taking the money from the wrong place anyway. So if we go over here and go quack, quack, I'm a duck, SSN quack, quack, 1040 tax return. All right, how about SS4? No taxes due till we're profitable. So the ultimate goal for you could be that you can learn to balance and get to the $1 billion dream. That's what I taught people for 44 years how to do. Kind of like money. You win AGT, you won $1 million, won the lottery. I'll give you a check for $1 million. What do? Well, you bank in your personal account. You act like you're rich. By the way, you're not. You only get to keep $375,000. If you put it in a corporation and did all the things you're allowed to do, you pay tax after you paid all the bills. You get to win the battle. Step number 8 today. So Mary, she messed up. She kind of like did what all of you do. She used her personal credit, literally, all right, $98,000, and dropped her score from the 800 to a 591 because she didn't know how to play the game as a CFO. Ray Reynolds, the Credit Hour. How can I help you? So you want to do both of those. So do both of them. Okay. Is there any discount for both? What do I look like? Kmart? Am I a blue light special? Well, the reason I say that, I've been giving prices for ridiculous for the last several years because of pandemic. Okay, what I would suggest is do the one you want most and then do the other one after that. See, after this first group, I'm raising the price normally at $5,000 a piece. Okay, so it's very simple. So get the one you want today. All right, thank you. So Mary's problem is like all of you, sorry to say. She got her restaurant, all right, it filed bankruptcy, but it's a corporation. All right, she thought the corporation would protect her. No, that's not how it works. Okay, they sued the corp, they sued her. She lost her home, husband divorced her. See, a corporation you have today, I don't care what type it is, when they sue it, they sue you. You're the duck. If you had been a CFO and you had divisions like banks and grocery stores and cities do, or Geico, the bottom line is you get rid of a piece to keep the other pieces to protect the corporation and protect you. The problem is your lack of knowledge is why you brought the pain home. All right, the only thing you can do is basically be honest with yourself. All right, the goal is I want you to get to million. Some of you probably make billion, but you got to stop bringing the pain home. Come on. Grocery stores, banks, Samsung, they do it in your face. Didn't you ever wonder how they do it behind the curtain? That's all I've looked at ever since I was a little boy. Simple. Branch numbers, tax IDs, subsidiaries. A corporation's entitled to subsidiaries or divisions since I created the concept in '85. So divisions and tax IDs. Step 9, never bring the pain home again. Let's understand. The United States of America Incorporated, you ever heard of them before? They set up 50 corporations called states. States set up corporations called cities. So they do planning the problem in front of you in your face, and you don't pay attention. All right, most consumers just go beep, 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 think life passed them by. Slow it down and understand the rules and tools. Look behind the curtain. You see, they were so smart They even planned a chapter bankruptcy under the Federal Protection Act to wipe out debt and stay in business. Again, what I'm trying to get you to do is plan the problem. From now on, you don't bring the pain home because that's called silly and dumb. From there, Apple files bankruptcy in 97. What happens? Bill Gates, richest guy on the planet, they said not true. 94 billion, okay. You run a monopoly, he gets indicted 4 times. There's the indictment. Then he basically writes a check to Apple for $150 million of a line of credit. They take it from his account. He basically gave him a loan, wrote him a check, and let them pay the payment on the loan so he could write it all off. So the bottom line, borrow money is not taxable. You learn to play. Now, this is where you got to be very serious right now. SSN, SS4. You have to make an intelligent decision, because when next time the blank hits the fan, because it's going to happen again and again and again, are you going to allow it to be the SSN in your family be a duck, or is it a tax ID corporate division? You have to decide to plan the problem. Step number 10. Division's the only way you separate, bringing the pain home. You never have to juggle again. How fast can I get you cash credit? That's the goal. Applications, they say anything more than 6 inquiries is basically an automatic denial. I got to do a peekaboo. I'm an affiliate for you. So if you have a corporation, good. I'll teach you to be the CFO. I'll get you cash credit, and I'll teach you how to play. And that's what I do 6 days a week. Your specialist is supposed to hold your hand, all right, show you how to guide you to classes to me too. So here's starter package. This is listen here, starter package to millionaire. See, people sell corporations for basically $1,500 to $3,000. Attorneys are selling for $5,000. Then they make you pay the filing fee and the stock kit. Corps are free. I learned that at 9.5. So let's rebuild your credit, $750. Articles are free. Also, there's tax ID set level 1. Every Wednesday and Saturday, I have classes. And now I'll have Saturday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday classes. Goal simple. Let's get you $5,000 of cash credit, and you invest $9.99, give you 5 times your money back. Better than being in Vegas. Millionaire in the making for $1,999, and I get you $25,000 of cash credit. So I take away all the excuses. Okay, it's a Zelle bank transfer deposit. So if the specialist is not holding your hand every week or two, you call that 800 number, 510-3338. You put them in check. Classes almost every day of the week. Your goal is I'm online 6 days a week as it is. Beat your doubt, run your race, get out of your own way, step number 11 today. As we play Getting Past Go. I can show you the millions and billions of goodies. God's gift in the house in the harbors. Ray Reynolds, he rented a university with yachts and race boats. Name right on the side too. Simple. How about helicopters, Lamborghini, and buildings? See, corporations get all the goodies. So the bottom line is if you keep buying goodies and grow your business, I guess there's nothing left over to be taxed. Is that how they do it? Borrow money is not taxable? So driver's license needs to be changed today. Go online. You can change it right on the line, dmv.com. P.O. Box, mail-in address. That's what you want to do. Raise rules, Privacy Act, step 12, stop bringing the pain home, and learn how to play. Hey, we see it everywhere we go. There's people killing people all over the place. They're following your home, stealing your Rolex, the restaurant. This guy, he only takes his wife Mary to church every Sunday, son and daughter and grandkids. We got to be proud of him. He's at the coffee store. He falls down. Ah! But no one heard him the first time. So he sat up, did it again. He just wanted his $10 million lawsuit. So let's understand. I want to reprogram your whole life. You buy a house, you buy a car. You did it wrong anyway. Sorry. Car, you let them sweat you for 5 hours? You lost $5,000 plus 9 inquiries? Are you crazy? All you had to do when they give you that piece of paper to fill out and sign, next to your signature, write down allows 1 inquiry and take a picture. See, you can put them in setting the tone. But again, that's up to you. If you don't set the tone, they're going to bring the pain where? Right back to you. More than 6 inquiries, what does it do for you? It brings the pain home. So that's only step 13. Okay, stop bringing the pain home. Car, all right, should be fleet price, tax ID, division. That way it didn't show up on personal reports. It's a complete write-off, and you learn to become a certified CFO. Ultimate goal is very simple. Unfortunately, they got all these attorneys trying to be, you know what, bloodsuckers everywhere. I'm sorry. Were you in an accident? Were you a passenger? Come on. They're encouraging the bumpity bumps. Registered owner, division, they get dilly squat. Plan the problem. Step 14. Planning the problem, never bringing the pain home. Cats have how many lives now? 9. So what happens with you? Corporation and divisions. Second chance. Divisions allow you not to bring the pain home to you or the corporation. Every property you invest in should be a division. You don't know who's going to slip and fall and sue you. Your paycheck should be a break even off your house payment. Corporations, they don't pay tax. And this new little program Biden's coming out with paying more corporate tax, all right, based on how much billions they bring in. Bottom line is there's a way around that too. Ultimate goal playing within the system. There's no loophole. They're doing what they're allowed to do. So remember, Mr. Musk here, he buys businesses. He says, I'm going to buy this. He backs down. He's done this 2 or 3 times. Then he gets a negotiation. He's going to buy Twitter eventually, get it at a discount. I guarantee you. But he's got a spaceship. The other guy's got a spaceship. So the other guy. Oh, so they keep spending the money. They never pay tax. All right, that's the American dream, right? So we could play the game, all right, and learn to play that borrow money is not taxable too, and build up that corporation to million to billion and win the battle as well. But again, that's up to you. We got the credit hour 6 days a week live, 800-536-3216. Always live with me. Invite your friends and family too. Now, I have 8 classes on Saturday, every Saturday. The 8 ones you know. There's 2 other ones that I do private for the millionaires. So these 8 classes are in rotation, or they start at 2:30 in the afternoon. You got a stock kit class. You have a real estate. Now remember, I'm going to be starting a real estate program. It's a private session with me, and this is going to be for 4 weeks. Real estate weekly. What's going to happen? It's every Thursday. All right, it's going to be at 2:30 in the afternoon, live and division. So we go through every process and every deal. We find out how to get you on the divorce list, the probate list, all the good stuff too. But that's the goal. That is literally $2,499. Only 10 people are going to go in it anyway. That's all I want. From there, the nonprofit. Since our state, California, is now waiving all filing fees, corporations are free anyway. So what happens is in this private group for nonprofit, I would tell you flat out, all right, they're giving away all the filing fees, but the officers list, and they have $500 billion to give away because they have to give it away or do something or give it back to the federal government. And they don't want to seem to do that. So if you want some free money, I would tell you to pick on nonprofit. This way you could actually, all right, build it up and change the world too. So that means every city and state and the federal government is going to hand you some money when you get that exemption. So again, I would say use our address, my address in California. And then from there, that nonprofit tied to your corporation, whatever state you're in, California or not, all right, that's basically going to get some free money working in conjunction. And that's half the fun. So what happens is the private workshop is for 10 people only. It's going to come with the nonprofit corp. All right, you pay no filing fee, officers list, tax ID. All right, you're going to get the California address, the nonprofit class every Tuesday at 2:30 for 4 weeks. So we work in getting that exemption and work through the process, even buying real estate in a nonprofit and starting types of businesses. So the copy of the 1023 form as well. All right, a sample filled out for you, the nonprofit book and CD. It is for $2,499, $2,499. It's only for 10 people. Then we have the tax balancing class every 8 weeks, leveraging money, Dun & Bradstreet, divisions, daisy chaining. And we do have the real estate basic one this Saturday at 2:30. Again, not counting the one that's going to be on Tuesdays or Thursdays, excuse me. Credit repair doesn't work. Okay, it does rip people off for a lot of money. Credit rebuilding does work. Reason they named me the Godfather of Credit is I'm going to tell you the truth. We're going to work in conjunction. We're going to get you that 750 score. We're going to rebuild your credit, rapid rescore, put you in workshops so you learn the rules and tools more in detail, guarantee 750, $499 a giveaway, and give you a $500 cash card back to you. Simply, you reimburse yourself. That's step 15. Ultimate goal, your specialist holds your hand every step of the way and get through the process with me. Goal is starter package for millionaire. Rebuild the credit so you become a certified CFO 750. Rapid score, articles are free, also tax ID, set up in level 1, and it's $999. But then I'm your coach for 90 days and I'm giving you $5,000 credit back, 5 times your investment. We have the millionaire in the making, same goodies, but it's $1,999 because you get $25,000 of cash credit. And that's the ultimate goal. It is Zelle, bank transfer, deposit, or wire only. Very simple. Keep in mind the goal should be how fast can I do what I need to do to get ready to get me corporate credit so I can write it all off and have the American dream. Special doesn't talk to you every week or two. You call them on that number, you put them in check. Running your race or running your life through corporation or in conjunction, there's the ultimate goal. Step basically 16. Our goal is to learn how to play. That's where I come in. Pay tax or buy a Lamborghini. You basically pay tax on your paycheck. You get the leftover, they call it taxable income. You pay the payment, gas, registration, insurance. You should yell no and start driving a company car like I do. But that's step 17, becoming a certified CFO. Line 10 on the SS4 says banking and credit purposes. So all of you can learn and go to the irs.gov website and download an SS4 form today. You don't have to be a duck. You have the ability to repackage you. So let's understand the United States of America Incorporated, 50 corps, states, cities. They created a Chapter 9 bankruptcy just in case blank hits the fan. So the bottom line is pretty simple. We, the people, have the same right to do as a corporation. It's her constitutional right for the last 153 years. Mama delivers a baby at the hospital after Nixon took the gold standard out. She was forced, federally mandated to sign an SSN form for the baby. Baby's not getting a job. They got to print more money and basically bond the baby. So again, baby and mama can't go to the car seat. All right, can't go to the stroller, can't go home unless mama signs the SSN form. Race rules are simple about everything that you do. All right, because I believe you do a lot of things wrong. So it's like when you have a house. All right, when you close escrow, it's escrow, close, homestead, trust. If your house is not in a trust today, when they sue you, they take it away. If you die, it's stuck in your probate. Then your family got diddly squat. When you fixed up a property, you hire the contractor, right? They hire the subcontractor that's down outside Home Depot. Good workers. When they slip, fall, and cut corners, they sue you, they take everything you got. You plan it my way, they get diddly squat. Why not? But again, you might want to think about irrevocable trust. That's what I would pick, but do what you want. Step 19, 6 more to go today. All right, stop bringing the pain home in the first place. So let's understand. I get people all the time, Ray, I don't want to pay tax. I say, knock it off. Corporations pay tax when you're profitable. So if you've been playing peekaboo with the IRS, making a mess, you have to knock it off. If you have to go back to irs.gov, get the form called 656, 433A and B, then do it. Get that free money. Get your butt back in the system. That's step number 20 today, 5 more to go. Ultimate goal. So if you're going to fix up a property, since I'm the original OPM, by the way, why don't you do divisions to save up to 70%? They can even close escrow, all right, to the escrow to pay off the debt for you, all right, and because you don't pay a bill for 30, 60, and 90 days anyway. So now you got up to 200,000 left. So what do? Most people take the money and kind of waste it away. They actually say they piss it away. Raise rules, leveraging money, borrow money is not taxable, set up the line of defense. See, by the way, this is called step 21, called blackjack. So the bottom line is you got choices today. So I've been online or in person for 6 days a week for 44 years. Here's my building. when I died in that coma 13 years ago. One technology drive, Irvine Spectrum, doing up to $1 million a day. Ultimate goal, helping people just like you. So you got a choice today. You can listen and learn, and let's go get that checkbook money, or you can stay stuck. Checkbook money starting January should be up to 5.4 million. But right now you need a corporate divisions and structure now. Structure is key to success. Your choice simple, leveraging money. I'm going to teach that in level 2 as well. Borrow money is not taxable, and we learn to play, and we use the reference of 3. There's the goal. See, if you got a corporation, you're going to say, you know everything, good. That's why you're watching me. If your corporation is sued, they come after you. Bottom line. If you create the line of defense and learn the 3-step, disconnect, isolate, incorporate, no intent to defraud, but the intent to protect the corp and you, that way you never bring the pain where? Home ever again. So you got divisions and tax IDs. All right, step 22 today. There's the ultimate goal. You have to plan who's going to get hurt. Sorry. You want the family to bring the pain home? You willing to lose that? Corporation? No, neither one. Divisions. Divisions are the line of defense. All right, my concepts in 85. No matter what, both sides, when we play the game, we get checkmate. That's step 23. Ultimate goal simple. So basically, you can even get a referral fee for referrals. Now, live 6 days a week. All right, invite your friends and family. So here's a Lamborghini. It's an LP640. Here's the keys. Not mine, but I get to drive it. Boom, boom. But again, it's a corporate car. Reaching the dream, think to be the impossible, using raised rules, teaching people how to be millionaires, or doing the work for them too, corporate 3 divisions, and how to be a qualified CFO. So remember, I got classes almost every day a week, 6 days a week. And you get to go, you get to play with me. They're always live. Never have joint credit. Buy a house, escrow, close, homestead, trust. Corporation, just a piece of paper, got to give it life. Divisions are the line of defense for real estate, franchise, current business. Raise rules, getting that bonus cash credit to finance the business and write it all off. Win or lose, you get to win both ways. Up to you today, step 24. See, as we play, you learn to be a CFO, a real one. Right now, the corporate divisions need to be set up now, so that way they're protected and they're set up now at today's date. So January, we can get that checkbook money. 129 days left. You've got to not waste any more time. Boot camp coming up, 23rd, 24th, 25th of September. Maybe you want to go in person or online. You let me know. From there, today it's a 70% discount for the Millionaires Founders Kit. $299 today. As long as I'm talking, you get it through me. Sales, it's $9.99 to you. That's how it works. Zelle, bank transfer, deposit. Special is supposed to hold your hand every step of the way and guide you to my workshops with me. 800-510-3338. So the goal is simple. Credit repair doesn't work. Credit rebuilding does. You're part of the program. Guaranteed a 750 score. We rebuild it. We add rapid rescore. We put you in classes. We guarantee 750. We charge you a ridiculous $499 price, and we give you a $500 cash card to reimburse yourself. That way we take away excuses. Starter package for $999, which is less than the average court by itself and no filing fee. Rebuild the credit, rapid score 750. Articles also has tax ID, setup level 1. But I'm going to build you 5,000 of cash credit. 5 times your money back to you. Millionaire in the making, all right, $1,999. And you get articles for free, all right? You get to rebuild 750 score. Officer's list tax ID setup level 1. And I'm going to build you 25,000 of cash credit back to you. And it's a Zelle, bank transfer, deposit, or wire. Simple. So you will become a corporate millionaire as long as you do your part, because I'll do my part too. We've watched the banks do it. We watched the grocery stores. Recently, we watched basically Geico do it too. But they're still in business. So we don't have to bring the pain home. We could do the reference of 3 and become that certified CFO. We stay safe. We stay strong. All right, we do our best. Jesus does the rest. Amen to that too. Now understand today, those 2 classes start Tuesday is going to be nonprofit for 4 weeks. The real estate on Thursday for 4 weeks. We're adding our Fridays as well. So you stuck with me up to 6 days a week live multiple times. But again, step 25, call that office 800-510-3338. If you're doing the Millionaires Founders Kit for the $299, it needs to be done in the next 15 minutes. If not, call the office. It is $999. Okay, so we got to do our best. All right, God does the rest. Amen to that too. And we always have to remember at the end of the day, it's very simple. God loves us all.